Hi, so today is Saturday. It is November 7th, I believe. If you hear any noise in the background, that's my brother's watching TV. Gotta love Cartoon Network. Anyway, if you keep up with my channel, you've probably noticed that I've uploaded and deleted and re-uploaded the same video a bazillion different times because each time I try to upload it, it either cuts off half the video, the sound doesn't work, something isn't right with it, and so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna remake it and see if it'll post this way. This time I'm using YouTube's recording thing, like the actual thing that they provide for you on YouTube. Hopefully this works better, just because I'm really irritated with my technical difficulties. I've been trying to upload that one for almost, it's been like 3 weeks now, so it's kind of irritating. But anyway, so this is the official video of 19 things I've learned in 19 years. I guess I'll just start from the top. I had to go through and write down what they all are because my video thing wasn't working. So the first one, I'm going to count down from 19 just because I can and I feel like it. So the number 19 is do not throw a lit firecracker. They will pop you in the face, it will hurt, and it will not be fun. Learned that one the hard way. Number 18 is, if you can avoid it, do not sign up for 8 a.m. classes in college. I mean, you go through high school thinking, oh yeah, I can totally do an 8 a.m. I did that in high school, and I can do it in college. No, it's not the same. You'll sleep through it. You'll regret it. Don't sign up for 8 a.m. unless you have to. I mean, I understand sometimes it happens and you have to, but try to avoid 8 a.m. 17 is, don't get fake nails if you don't want to do the upkeep. I have been in a wedding. I was in a wedding this summer, and so I got fake nails to make my fingers look pretty for that. And I've had fake nails before, but every time I get them, I regret it because I have to go in and get them filled, or have to get them taken off, and I'd rather just take them off myself, which wrecks my nails. Long story short, just don't get fake nails. It's not worth it unless you're willing to do the upkeep. Number 16 is sometimes it can be hard to stay connected with friends. It's something I've learned, especially recently since I've started college. Since we are all kind of off on our own stuff, doing our own stuff now, we're not all in the same space. It can be kind of hard to stay connected unless you really try. I could probably try a little harder to stay connected with my friends, but yeah, it's just something I've learned. Number 15 is you can't always trust your GPS. I learned this one a long time ago because I live in a place where I live up a hill, but then it is supposedly connected with the street above, but it's actually not. Like the map thinks it is, but it's not. So people are always getting lost coming to my house. Plus, when I'm trying to find something that's out in the boonies somewhere, like I was at a wedding shower and it was out in I don't even know what the town is called. It's one of those small towns nobody knows where it is. And the GPS goes out, and so you're like, oh, I don't know where to go. So, can't always trust your GPS. That's that. 14 is, when you are baking something, make sure you turn on a timer. If you value your home and your family and people and things. And also so you don't burn stuff. That's just a pretty basic common sense thing that I had to learn because I burned a lot of things from not turning on a timer. Well, it's not so much just not turning it on as it is just you turn it on and then you don't hit start. You're like, oh yeah, I totally turn it on, and then you don't hit start, and then it doesn't go, then you burn stuff. Stupid thing to add to my list, but I had to learn it. Number 13 is learn to say the word no. I'm a big people pleaser. I'm a big, if someone needs something, I will do my best to, give them do what I can to give it to them. And sometimes, it can take a toll on you. Because you're so focused on what someone else needs. And, also too, if they are asking you to hang out and you know that you have something going on or whatever, it's okay to say no sometimes. It's not required that you say yes to everybody at all times. Yeah, that's something I'm learning right now too. And, let's see. Number 12 is I have a thing where, I know people who talk, they act like they want to be respected by people. Let me back up. Okay, so I know people that complain that they don't ever get respect from people, and that's all they want. They're like, oh, if they respect me, I'll respect them back, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, if they would, you know, just be respectful of other people, it honestly wouldn't be a problem. Like, this isn't coming out right, but it's like, I don't know, like, just be respectful of people, whether they respect you or not, and eventually it'll come back to you. You know, there's nothing I hate more than someone who expects you to respect them, but doesn't, you know, respect you at all. But yeah, so respect is a big thing. It's bigger than you might think. Number 11 here is, if you are a little person, and I don't mean little person like by like the medical side of things, I just mean like if you're relatively small in your build, it is probably not a good idea to attack someone larger than you. I speak from experience. My brother is 6'3", and rather muscly, not like ripped or anything, but he's got a good amount of muscle, and I'm like 5'4", maybe 5'5" on a good day, and I'm not very muscly, and so it's not a good idea for me to hit him because he is bigger than me. That I learned a long time ago because he got bigger than me really quickly. Number 10 is, if you plan on bringing gum to class, be prepared to share. For some reason, whenever you bring a pack of gum to class, everyone's like, ooh, I need gum. Can I have gum? You got gum. You know, and this kind of goes with the saying no thing, but at the same time, like, nobody says no to someone who wants to give who wants gum. But anyway, so if you are bringing gum to class, be prepared to share. And let's see, number 9 is, don't mix up Star Wars and Star Trek. That's probably the worst thing you could do in your life. I'm convinced it's the worst thing you could do in your life. Let's see, number 8 is, honesty is always the best policy. Even if it's hard or it'll get you in trouble, you know, it's always better, because then at least you didn't lie and then have that lie come back and get you in even more trouble. You know, the truth hurts, whether it's you're telling someone something they don't want to hear, or you're you're saying something that could jeopardize your career or something. The truth is always better. So, something I've learned as well. Number 7, as a female person, I have learned to keep extra supplies on hand at all times. For various reasons, I've been caught unawares in many a location where it was inconvenient, and I didn't have anything with me. So, whether you are in need of these supplies or not, you may save another girl's life. So, always be prepared for biology. Moving on. Let's see. Number 6 is, don't put gum behind your ear. This might sound a little strange, but if you've seen the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the version with Johnny Depp that came out in like 2005, the girl that plays Violet Beauregard, or I guess just the character Violet Beauregard, she has this whole spiel where she talks about how when she would eat other food, she'd stick her gum behind her ear. And I, as a child, tried it because I thought it was the coolest idea ever, and it got stuck in my hair. We had to cut it out, and it was not fun. So, lesson learned, don't put chewing gum behind your ear. Number 5 is, don't take yourself too seriously. Laugh a little bit. Sometimes things just happen, and it's funny. You don't need to be so worked up about everything all the time. I know for those of you that know me, this is probably funny coming from me, but I'm learning to laugh a little bit and just not be so serious about everything. Number 4 is that free stuff is the bomb. As a college student, I'm not completely on my own. Personally, my parents still pay for a lot of stuff for me, which I'm completely blessed, and I think it's awesome. But, to go to a party, or to go to someone's house and there's like free food, or like if you go to some event at school, there's free food, you're just like, yes, free food. Or like even free, like, I don't know, I went to Warped and they were handing out like free little backpacks and free stickers and free posters. I'm just like, yes, it's free. So yeah, free stuff's cool. Number 3, I've learned, it's better not to make excuses for yourself when you're doing life. I know that came out totally weird, and I worded it a lot better in my last video, but if there's one thing that irritates me the most, and people who know me personally, you know this to be true, is don't make excuses for yourself when you fail to do something, or if, like, it's one thing to have an actual explanation, an actual reason why something happened, like if say, oh, I couldn't make it because some, like a family member died or something, like, that's a big deal. But it's irritating when, and bosses and people that hire people don't like it when you have an excuse for everything. That just shows irresponsibility, and it shows that you probably don't care as much about the job, and just, it irritates me. So excuses just aren't a good thing. And I try not to make excuses for myself, just because, I figure, okay, it's a learning point for me, like I couldn't do something, so I'll learn to be better next time. I won't make an excuse for why I couldn't do it. So, anyway, that's that. Number 2, second one there is scheduling is an important thing. I've learned this a lot in the last couple of years, because when I was in high school, I had everything kind of just set up for me. I would show up to school at 7:45 in the morning, have a 0-hour class, and then six classes in a row, and then maybe a sports practice, and then I'd go home, and I'd do it all the next day. That was kind of just a set schedule, and so I didn't really have to schedule anything with that. And my mom would always schedule all my appointments and everything. But now that I'm an adult, a full-blown, almost 20-year-old adult, and I'm in college, I have to schedule everything myself. My classes aren't, six classes a day, 5 days a week, and they change quarter to quarter. I have to do my own appointments now, which I mean isn't a big deal, but it's different than what I'm used to. And it's a kind of a interesting thing. So scheduling is important, and making sure you schedule time for yourself is a good thing too. I will go crazy if I don't, spend some time just chilling, because honestly, I'm like one of the busiest people ever, between work and school and just life. So yeah. And my number 1 thing that I've learned in 19 years is that time flies. I still feel like I just graduated high school, and I'm already 2 years out of it. And it's kind of true what they say as well. While you're in high school, it feels like it's the most intense thing, and it's the, longest period of life that you've ever gone through. And honestly, looking back, it's really not that big. It's like, oh, that's just 4 years. I'm already 2 years out of it. Wow. Like, the last 6 years just went by like that. And, it's crazy. So, anyway. Hopefully this upload's okay. I really am going to be irritated if it doesn't. But yeah, so if you like this video, wow, there goes my voice and everything. If you like this video, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. I also run a channel with my boyfriend. His name's Colton. He's pretty awesome. He has his own channel, but we run the channel, the Band Geeks. Everything is linked below. You can also follow me on various social media, also linked below. And I will see you in the next video, and hopefully this one uploads. Bye. See you next time.